So if you're watching this in the future on YouTube, I appreciate you watching it. If you have missed any of the other episodes, they are in a playlist and everything is on there. I have been playing the episodes kind of as they are coming out, so some things are going to be a little bit different, and this save file is very unique because of that. So, hello, Junk says hi, Jessica says hi, hello. Yes, hello, future YouTube friends. I appreciate you being here. We are going to be jumping into the second half of episode 4. So if you missed the first part, there will be that as well. But we're jumping into the second part of episode 4. Yes, or if you're watching on Twitch, because the VODs will be highlighted on Twitch as well. So if you're watching in the future, hello. We appreciate it. All right. Five Ways also says hi to YouTube. Hello to the YouTubes. I know, it's like I wish I had like, I don't have one of those like chat capture things. It's like that would be the moment to be like the wave and say hi. But I don't have one of those. Yeah, so yesterday we did the first part of episode 4 and we went around to a lot of different places around town and we're looking for Stella. She texted us last night, which apparently would not have been a thing that happened if I was playing a new save file currently. But we went around looking for Stella, and now we were gonna go to Sybil's for tea, is I think what we were about to do. So, hello future, hope it's better than the past. Sounds like a good plan, Broadway Blonde. Hello future people. Yeah, that would not have happened. Okay. Yeah, so that's interesting. So then it would have even been that we hadn't heard from her since she was at the library. Hope to get that too, but no. Okay. All right, so talk to animals. And she never disparaged your gift. Perhaps she was one of the few people in town who can truly understand you. Okay, we should talk to your mom. I'm supposed to have tea with her today. My mom wanted to talk to you? She's probably going to give you some rocks or bundles of herbs for protection or something. We can humor her. Let's do it. And Miles is exactly where we expected him to be, doing absolutely nothing but staring on his phone. Need to continue the playthrough. Yeah, I'm interested to see how different it ends up being with stuff. Okay, bells at the general store chime welcomingly. Why is that such a hard word to say? As the three of you enter, you get the idea. We're warming up. We're attempting to words. Kanika, there you are. You were supposed to stay in bed today, remember? And hello, you two. Hope you've both recovered from last night's fiasco. Sorry, Mom. It's just that Stella's missing and Stella can take care of herself. Unlike you, you need bed rest and lots of fluids. You don't need to go running around town spreading that cold of yours. Well, we kind of already ran around town. Go on, get up to bed. I'll be up in a minute with more tea. I thought you had some kind of important thing to talk to Tap Girl about. I'm really feeling okay. I want to hear what you wanted to say to her. I'll just be doing a tea reading. Haven't those always bored you to tears? Okay, you're right. I'm not feeling well. I should really lie down. Bye, Tap Girl. Kanika turns and heads towards the stairs without saying another word. Keen eye. Good thing Kanika has her mom looking out for her. She seems so tired today, and you'll probably be able to find Stella without her. Well, we still have Avery here to hang out with. And I'm so sorry to be a bad host, Avery, but I was hoping Tap Girl and I could do our reading in private. I'm sure Winnie needs help at the diner. Aw, you're gonna send Avery away too? But I want to hang out with Avery. Aw, you're right. I've totally left her on her own today. Fine by me, I wouldn't want to mess with your tea vibes. I'm sure those leaves are very particular. Oh, before I go, I did want to ask. Are you a witch? As flattered as I am that you think that I'm magical, I'm just an old lady who likes tea and a few unusual hobbies. Look, I'm just saying, doing stuff like reading tea leaves is pretty witchy as far as I'm concerned, but I won't push it. Though, just so you know, if you are a witch, you can totally tell us. We'd be cool about it. I'll leave you all to your not supernatural private tea leaf reading. We'll catch up tomorrow, Tap Girl. But, bye, Free. But, okay. But I wanted our friends too. Like, Sybil's nice, but friends. They make their way out of the general store, disappearing down the street in the direction of the diner. Shall we? I guess so. Sybil motions towards the tea room. Oh, I guess we didn't go in the tea room yet, have we? Because we just stood outside the tea room with Tabitha. Because we didn't go in there with them. Oh, this was the room. Okay, I didn't realize that this was the tea room. We were in this room in, like, episode 1. Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay, I didn't put 2 and 2 together, which room that was. Okay. Yes, hi, lurkers. Thanks for chilling. We appreciate you. Okay. Please have a seat. I'll bring you a fresh cup. So are we doing the thing that, you know, like we drink the tea and then look at the pattern of the tea leaves after you finish drinking the tea? Is that what we're doing? I don't have tea, but I do have cider. Yes, okay. So quiet. Why is there no sound? You take a seat at the small table at the edge of the room. It's dark here, only a sliver of sunlight able to filter through the heavy curtains, supplemented by the bright glow lights over the plants in the corner. Sybil joins you at the table and places a cup in front of you. It smells light and citrusy, with an undercurrent of decaying earth. It's the same tea you sampled with Avery at the diner on Tuesday. This is a special blend. It should help clarify some of your visions you've been getting. I'll be able to do a reading once you're done. Until then, how about we just chat? Okay. According to the dev, they put one text with no sound to change the music. Makes it seem more smooth. That's fair. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we had... Whenever it stops, it's usually there's, you know, 1 or 2 things that we need to read, and then it kicks back in. That definitely makes more sense versus it just being a, you know, 1 second it's one music and then you click and it's all of a sudden something else. I think that makes sense. Okay, quit yanking me around. You have something to tell me, just come out and say it. How did you wind up in Scarlet Hollow? Oh, my family has been in these hills for a long time. That's how I know so much of the local flora. Everything I've learned was handed down from generations of hill folk. There hasn't always been a reliable doctor up here, especially not one most folks could afford. They have to figure out their own medicine. Okay. It's Avery Tales of My Mom's Youth. I'm just gonna sip the tea. Sip your tea. Hey! Achievement unlocked! Tea reading. You take the tea, sip it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. Yum! But the aftertaste combines the 2 flavors into something soothing and medicinal? Is that medical? It's you know, we're gonna attempt a words, and we're gonna words. Medicinal? That's how you say that word, right? I don't think I've ever actually read that word. I think I've only ever heard that word. Anywho. Soothing and medicinal, and you find yourself feeling more comfortable. Your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. The other day you promised to tell me. Oh. Promised to tell me. What was it? Unsavory tales of my mom's youth. I most certainly did, though I might have been exaggerating a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In a town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter what the age difference might be. Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Arlene was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwardine, which is to say she was not a very kind woman. Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace and considerably more hatred for her fellow man. But your mother wasn't a shrinking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, so her family choosing her as a punching bag made her into quite the rebel. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, what happened to their parents if they were raised by their grandma? I don't know if did we know that? Oh, same word in your language with the same meaning. Okay. Yeah, I was like, it's not a word that is common in words I say and read. Why were is it Perlane? I still don't feel like I'm saying that name right. I know, I was gonna say, I guess we're the only Scarlet that's trying to be nice to people. Why were Perlane and my mom raised by Edwardine? What happened to their mother? Their entry into the world was violent, I'm afraid. Their mother was young. Oh, too young to be pregnant, especially with twins. I forgot they were twins. Did we know that? I don't think I remember that. Like, I knew, obviously, you know, related because that's why we're here. I forgot they were twins? Or did we not know that? She didn't survive the labor. Okay. Do not remember if it was mentioned. Yeah, it was like, it kind of felt like I knew they were close in age, and they were definitely, you know, obviously because she was my aunt, they were siblings for sure, but I don't think we knew they were twins. Ooh, I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Did they even exist? I suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Edwardine took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart, or something just as forgettable. From what Vivian said, her father was some teenage fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. I'm fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older, and I believe she was the one who ended it, what with skipping town and all. Okay. What do you know about my grandma? I'm afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I think there were 2 in that generation. The eldest died when the girls were still children. Warding never spoke about them, nor did your mother. Okay. What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant? She came to me for advice. She was distraught. It was like she'd been handed a death sentence. Maybe it was fear from what happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. But she seemed convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course, but she was born in wedlock, so I assumed your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Though the Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as I knew. But the way Vivian was that night she came to me, it stuck in my mind. It's always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby. Huh, okay. Quit yanking me around. No, we'll do this one. What's with all the mystery and ritual? If you have something to tell me, just come out and say it. I'll need your tea leaves first. I have pieces of the puzzle, but the tea leaves should help give the full picture. Okay. Finish the tea. You close your eyes and take another sip, then another. It's delightful. The tea is gone before you know it. The small cup empty save for what's left of rehydrated leaves coating the bottom. Oh, good. Glad you found the tea palatable enough to drink. It should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. Now, on to business. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear. This doesn't bode well. Okay. Don't make me suspense. I know, it's like, okay, what's the tea leaf say? You've got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may, at the very least, be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here, a cat, an enemy lurking in plain sight. Well, we have two cats. We know Pixel and we know Frou Frou. Okay. Jessica, that sounded bad. That was a really bad tea reading, wasn't it? I kind of figured it was gonna be doom of something. Yes, it sounded bad. But like... I was gonna say, this is a horror game, so like, it's kind of... We kind of figured there's things. Okay, an enemy lurking in plain sight. Gotta be Pixel or maybe it's Frou Frou. Those are the two cats I know. How about the okay. Ooh. The cat could be Dustin. No, Dustin is Precious. It is not Dustin. How do I know you're not a cat? None of these are explore options. Okay. I mean, if it's a cat, we have Pixel and we have Frou Frou in terms of actual cats. Maud, thank you for the bits. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. At this point, I don't have reason to think it would be Stella or Kanika, Oscar, Reese, Avery. No. Could be Dr. Kelly. She's been nothing but hostile since I've met her, but she's not a cat. That's I don't know. Are we talking literal cat or... I kind of just want to go with the how do I know you're not a cat? Yeah, I was like, are we talking literal cat or are we talking I don't know. It's throwing me off that there's no explore options. I know, the Dustin one. The cat could be Dustin. He's a possum who lives in my dresser, and I try to talk to him every day to hear his wisdom and help with his troubles. It would break my heart if he's the traitor. It better not be Dustin. I feel like nothing about the tea leaves would be literal. That's kind of my thought. It was like, I doubt that it's meaning literally, like, pixel or frou-frou. Yeah, I don't know. With the pastor, since he can talk with animals and he's worried about his daughter. Yeah, I was gonna say that's rat. There's also the rat thing, but that's not a cat. I don't know. Episode 4 is having more and more of these ones that I'm like, just kind of stumped on like which one I actually want to pick. I almost want to say Tabitha. Yeah, he talked about a bad rat, so it's not him. He had, like... I'm not doing the Dustin one. I'm not doing Avery, Reese, Oscar, Kanika, Stella. No. I don't think it would be Wayne. I don't think it's literal cat. So that leaves Tabitha, the doctor, and the pastor. I don't think it's the pastor. How do you know? How do I know you're not a cat? I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go for Tabitha. In terms of things, she is definitely central to all of this and connected somehow with Scarlet things, and I'm connected because of us being a Scarlet and things like that. And since it's a central figure, I'm gonna do Tabitha. The cat could be Tabitha. Lie, but we actually get along really well. Tabitha's just mean. She's not hiding something. Ooh. She's totally gonna portray me. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. She keeps trying to get me to stay at the estate, but is she trying to keep me safe, or is she trying to stop me from finding something? A compelling question. And it's just like the cat to make its motives indecipherable. You'd best be on your guard. Be suspicious of anything she asks you to do. It's clear something bad is coming your way, and let's suppose for a second that you're right, and it's possibly connected to your cousin. Knowing this means that we can try to counteract whatever she might have planned for you. From what Tabitha said, it seems she wants you to stay put and stop snooping around. It sounds to me like she's trying to keep you from finding something. Judging by what you told me last night, those stone carvings, seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely they have something to do with this. I definitely feel like the seals have something... They have something to do with something, but we don't know what yet. But it will not surprise me if and when those come into play later. Because there's got to be... I feel like they've got to have something happening. Alright, it's possible Tabitha doesn't want you finding more of them. Maybe she doesn't want you to see any more visions about what your family has done. I don't know if it's just about protecting the Scarlet legacy, or if there's something even more sinister at play, but finding more of them could be vital to protecting yourself from her. Have you sensed any others around town? Do you think you might be able to find another? The door. Your thoughts drift to that door yesterday, the one that seemed to draw you in, urging you deeper into the clinic. Even just remembering it is enough to tug at you, compelling you to return and open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can even find her there. What's important now is finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. Ooh. Shouldn't seek more of them out. Bad stuff always happens around them. Okay. Hi, Miku. Hello. That's an odd thing to think. I know, it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things that we're definitely, I feel like, you know, we're making the decisions in the moment, but I know there's some bigger thing that is like looming, but we don't know what it is yet. It makes me nervous. Oh, wish we had a town map. Kind of want to see where the seals are in location to each other. Just breathe. I know. We're breathing. We're fine. We'll be okay. Because y'all help my brain remember. We've seen 2 of them. We saw one, there was one in the library, wasn't there? And there was definitely one in the mines. Are there other ones we saw? I think those are the ones we've seen. The one in the mines, the one in the library / town hall. Okay, I was like, I think we've seen 2 of them so far. So far, that's it? Okay. I think I felt another in the clinic. That's good. If you can find your way inside and uncover another stone, that could give you a leg up on Tabitha. Especially if you don't let her know what you're up to. Do we ever let Tabitha know what we're up to? Besides being like, hey, we're gonna go into your mind, just so you know. You'll just have to be careful to avoid the doctor. Something tells me she won't take too kindly to you sniffing around her clinic. Yeah, that's the thing I'm concerned about. Yeah, we don't really tell Tabitha what we're doing, except for the mines. But that was like, this is a safety concern. If we all die in there, someone needs to know where we are. I think that's all I can help. I think that's all the help I can offer. Okay. I hope this conversation has been illuminating, even if it just brought up more questions than giving any clear answers. It did bring up a lot of questions. That's it. That wasn't helpful at all. It is. She did give us some ideas, though. Thanks. I'll let you know if I find anything. Glad to hear it. I hope all goes well, and I wish you luck. Hopefully you won't need it. Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. With a small grunt of effort, Sybil gets up from the table and you're escorted back to the door. And remember, be careful who you put your trust in. According to your tea, the cat is getting ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it might not be enough. Sybil closes the door to the tea room, the bells of its door strangely flat in the stale air of the nearly empty general store. Okay, we have talk to Miles, check in on Kanika. I don't care to talk to Miles. Doctor who? Yes. The Dr. Kelly, Reese's mom, is the doctor. Let's go check in on Kanika. You're not going anywhere before checking in on Kanika. You make your way upstairs. You knock on Kanika's door. Mom, I really don't need any more tea. I think I'm just gonna lie down for a while. Are we just gonna... Were we just really gonna walk over to the clinic? Yeah, that's not gonna help, really. I'm not your mom. Oh, Tap Girl, what's up? Should we tell, I guess we could tell Kanika what's up with what the tea reading was? I don't know. Let's do the breather. I could use a breather. Let's hang out for a minute. Sorry, Tapril. My mom was right. I'm exhausted. I probably shouldn't push it or I'll wind up worse off tomorrow. Okay. Looks like you're on your own. You make your way out of the general store and down the road to the clinic. I guess we don't get to tell her then. I don't know. She wasn't super interested in the tea reading anyway, so I don't know. I guess that's a choice. You make your way up the familiar hill past rows of ragged houses that make up Scarlet Hollow's residential area. Why are we just... I don't like that we're just walking and bouncing up to the clinic by ourselves. Also, the ditchlings are whispering again. Also, Wayne's just chilling there. I'm now trying to remember to look for Wayne now. Wayne's just chilling there over in the corner. Hi, Wayne. The ditchlings are whispering again, and they're definitely hanging around here. There's one behind my webcam, too. When it wanes, it pours. Yes, NLA. Okay, it isn't long before you find yourself outside of Dr. Kelly's clinic. Its secrets enticing you to find a way in. Even at the bottom of the hill, you can already feel the presence. It's like a magnet has been fixed on your rib cage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you towards whatever emits this compulsive frequency. Ooh. Might as well explore. We have an explore, talk to animals. Ask a woodland creature how'd they get into the house. You quickly glance around, your eyes trained on the underbrush. A flash of a striped tail grabs your eye immediately. Raccoon friend! Can I help you, Buster? Hey there, if you were trying to break into that house at the top of the hill, how would you do it? What, just because I've got little hands and go through people's trash, I'm supposed to know how to break into places? No, I just wanted to see. There's a hill that'll take you right up to the big flat roof thing. Sometimes the humans leave windows open up there and I go inside. Don't tell them, okay? I like to sleep in their big piles of clothes. It's one of my few joys in life. Okay. Okay. He leaves as you turn back to look at the clinic. You have your way in. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to give that away. I don't know. I'm gonna go knock on Reese's basement windows. You cautiously approach the house, kneeling next to the low basement windows of Reese's room. You knock. There's no one there. Reese must be somewhere else. Okay. I'm now extremely curious how this goes when you don't have talk with animals. Make your way up the hill onto the terrace. You're pretty sure you can make the jump to the second floor, at least with a running start. You make your way up the hill and bend your knees in anticipation, and then you jump. You land and try the door. It's unlocked. Okay, the way the light's coming in here, it almost looks like when we were in the hatch in the third episode of like the glow of it. There are many ways to get into the house? Okay. I've never been here? Okay. The upstairs of the clinic feels like a decommissioned museum. Old furniture is covered in plain white sheets, and a thick layer of dust coats the floor. This place hasn't seen any use in years. You're in the clinic, free to explore as you please. Or rather, you're free to explore as you please. You can feel that odd sensation again. The nagging pull of whatever it was that wanted you to find it. You've been caught by its gravity and overwhelming curiosity guiding you around a corner and towards a dark doorway under the stairs. It's been left ajar as if inviting you to enter. Okay. The lights. The lights click on. You're in the morgue. Is Reese dead? Oh, okay. Okay, Reese isn't dead. Reese is just pretending to be dead? Reese, don't scare me like that. I know it's supposed to be a horror game, but no. Tap Girl, what are you doing in the morgue? Oh my god, we could just immediately... I love that the first two options are flirt and vampire. Am I interrupting something? Why is there a flirt option? At this point, Reese is not one I'm planning to romance in this playthrough. I do like the idea of, like, going back and romancing other characters. But at this point, I would still like to romance Stella. Though Avery and Kanika are also other options. So... I appreciate the vampire option, but I don't think that's... You know what? Screw it. I'm clicking on the vampire one. I'm not. Please don't stake me. I just sometimes find it easier to sleep down here. Don't ask me why. That's just how it is. His words seem distant to you. The tugging is strong down here. You can almost feel yourself slipping into a trance, and your eyes wander to the back wall of the morgue. You need to see what's back there. Okay. See, I do think it would be fun to do a playthrough with the hot trait. Exactly, Mika, which is exactly what we say, because, like, Jessica consistently tells us that she's not a vampire, but she is definitely a vampire. Hot is amazing. I have not seen anyone play with Hot, and I think it would be really interesting to see how much the dialogue changes. Okay. Follow the pole. You touch the wall. It feels disproportionately solid under your palms. Hey, are you okay? You feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulders for a moment. The thing on the other side of the blank wall loosens its pull on you. You kind of looked possessed for a second there. You good? I mean, we're definitely hearing things. Hot plus powerful build in particular. Okay. Coincidences in your life? Uh-huh. Hot and powerful build has their own options as a combo that make you into a... Oh, it's amazing! The hot powerful build, you get the option for a lot of head empty zero thoughts choices. Okay, I'm gonna continue clicking because I don't like the audio we're hearing at the moment. Okay. You good? Make him understand. Okay. There's some kind of magic shit going on, man, but it's telling me that I need to get behind the wall. Reese glances back at that wall. Reese glances back at the wall. You're really serious, aren't you? This is probably a bad idea, but if you really need to get in there, I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the dock out of our hair. Should take 2 seconds. Just the sounds. It's just instantly ride or die for us. I love it. Reese is awesome. Reese is awesome. That is one thing with this game. Is like there is lots of really great romance options. But Stella, also Gretchen. Wall. Why wall in way? Why? I know. I did like the wording of that one. That was good. Okay, get the dock out of our hair. Yeah, if I say I'm sick and need something, she'll drop whatever she's doing and do it for me. Surefire way to get her out of the house. And most of the time it's true anyway. Okay. Wow, manipulating her using your illness. Classy. Okay. How'd you learn that little trick? When you're a teenager whose doctor mom won't leave you alone for 2 seconds, you learn how to make it happen. Fair. Sounds great. Lead the way. Sweet. Be right back. He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He seems excited, his usual dour demeanor replaced with an uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. Yeah, how the fuck are we gonna hide that we're tearing down a wall? You hear his soft voice flittering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom. He coughs gently. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit, but I think I can finally try to keep some juice down. It looks like we're all out, though. Really? I thought I'd just pick some up. I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll go pick up some orange juice and some ginger ale, too. That would be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy. No problem. It doesn't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous. Too strenuous while I'm gone. Just lie in bed until I get back. Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. The things got louder. No, think. Only wall. Yes. Well, wall is in the way. Wall. Axe now. Yes. You hear her footsteps move down the hall, then the front door opening and closing. It worked. I love that Reese doesn't even question how we got into the house. The theatric rasp has left his voice, excitement rising in its place. Come on up. We don't have long till she's back. As you step out of the morgue, you relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you, and with it, your desperation to claw your way through the wall and unveil it. It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious wherever it is, though I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. I'll show you around. Let's try the doc's office first. You make your way to the doorway of her now vacant office. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. A cursory glance reveals nothing but stacks of paper and cabinets of medical supplies. Something on the desk catches your eye. Some sort of records with your family's name on them. No, we're reading the files. Reese stops in the doorway, turning to watch you leaf through the documents. Find something interesting? Your family's death certificates. Oh. Reese is just like, adventure? I know. Well, it's not like he's had anything else to do. Because, you know, he kind of has been stuck here. Ooh. Okay. Let's look at Perlene's death certificate. Cause of death, sleep apnea, discovered by her daughter Tabitha Chrysanthemum Scarlet. I didn't realize her middle name was Chrysanthemum. That's cute. No autopsy performed. Tabitha's middle name is Chrysanthemum? Wonder who cursed her with that mouthful. I think it's pretty. Let's look at Enoch's. Enoch Scarlet, born September 9th, 1887, died August 20th, 1957, age 69. Cause of death, fall from cliff. This one has a coroner's report attached. Organs sustained impact injuries, lacerations to the neck and body consistent with fall from great height. Whoa, an actual autopsy report looks ancient. Yeah. Chrysanthemum Daddy, Chrysanthemum. No. Fun fact, yellow blonde chrysanthemums are used to symbolize sorrow and neglected love. So that would be fitting for Tabitha, I guess. I feel like that would be a fitting thing. Whenever I think of chrysanthemum, I just think of that like the picture book, like the one with the little white mouse of her name's Chrysanthemum, and her name won't fit on her name tag in kindergarten, and she doesn't like her name because of it, but she learns to like it, kind of thing. All right, let's look at Edwardines. Born April 9th, 1913, died February 12th, 2003. Age 89, cause of death, heart failure, signed by her granddaughter, Perlene Scarlet. Pretty normal. Almost made it to 90, died of normal old person illness. What other ones are there? You quickly flip through a few other Scarlets whose names aren't quite familiar. Theodore Scarlet, born May 24th, 1890, died 1918, age 28, cause of death crushed in mine collapse, body not recovered, signed by his brother Enoch Scarlet. Oh. Joseph Scarlet, born April 1914, died June 7th, 1944. Louis Scarlet, born August 1920, died June 6, 1944. Both killed at Normandy in line of duty. They must have been Edwardine's brothers. Certificates certificate of fetal death. Infant boy, Andrew Charles Scarlet, delivered April 3rd, 1945. Stillbirth, mother, Edwardine Scarlet. Cause of death, complications during birth, no doctor present, home burial. Alexander Scarlet, born December 12th, 1947. Died August 20th, 1957, age 9. Missing, presumed dead, signed by mother, Edwardine Scarlet. I know, I was like, I feel like this is being book smart. Maribel Scarlet, born September 3rd, 1946, died October 30th, 1963, aged 17. Cause of death, complications during childbirth, signed by her mother, Edwardine Scarlet. Wow, that's a lot of kids to outlive. I was gonna say. Achievement unlocked. Time to whip out the old string and corkboard. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, what a family. I was gonna say, we're gonna not have time to find the axe now because I was too curious. Reese's eyes flicked to the doorway. A second later, you hear the sound of the front door handle being turned. His hand on your shoulder before you even register what's happening. You're pushed back out of view of the front door. I had that thought of, like, if we look through this, we're not gonna have time to find the axe, but I just had to know. Shit, I'm not supposed to be in here. We gotta hide. He hurries to the closet door, motioning you inside. You slip inside and squish yourself into what little space is available in the nearly full closet. Reese is close on your heels. Let him in. Together, you listen as the doctor makes her way to some room deeper into the clinic. In the silence of the tiny closet, every breath seems too loud, as if you could expect Dr. Kelly to hear it from wherever she was across the house. We better wait a second just in case. I was gonna say, are we gonna just have an opportunity to flirt here? You're momentarily distracted from the danger at hand by Reese's sudden closeness. It's almost strange to be here with him after the way he was hidden away for the first few days of your week in Scarlet Hollow. It made him into a seemingly mythical figure, the tragic artist wasting away in a basement guarded by a tyrannical warden. Keen eye. Now that he's close enough that you can hear the beating of his heart against his delicate rib cage. See his chest rise and fall with shallow, nervous breaths. There's a small smile on his face, and his usually glazed eyes are practically glimmering with the thrill of being somewhere he's not supposed to be. You could reach out and touch him, and he would be solid under your fingertips. We've got choices. Okay, we got a keen eye. I can hear how fast your heart's beating. There's no one I'd rather be stuck in an enclosed space with. I like you. You're interesting. If you're scared, you can hold my hand. Grasp the doorframe. Lean dangerously close to him. Lean in gently, touching Reese's arm. We got choices. Y'all, what are we picking? I know you can see. Yeah, you really can see from this angle how sunken in his cheeks are. Well, and like even just like seeing his collarbone too still. I'm doing this one. If you're scared, you can hold my hand. Reese turns to you, his shock apparent. Hold hands? Are you sure you're okay with that? I mean, I'm not objecting to flirting with Reese. Of course, I take any excuse to get closer to you. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna do this. It's okay if you'd rather not. I'm not gonna push it. I'm not gonna push it. Okay, if you'd rather not. No, I just wanted to be sure you wouldn't mind. He reaches out slowly as he's expecting you to rescind the offer at any moment. But at last he takes your hand in his. His skin is cool against your palm as if you you'd expect from someone who'd just been napping in a morgue. His long, slender fingers interlaced with yours. His grip was stronger than you expected, holding you with a comforting intensity. You can feel how nervous he is, but you're pretty sure it's not because he's worried you'll get caught. His voice is almost imperceptibly quiet, his words struggling to be heard over the footsteps that are once again echoing down the hallway outside. The footsteps return. They get louder, approaching the open office door, and then they stop. Much to your relief, she opens another door, leaving the main clinic. We're in the clear. Okay. I have to tell you, I think you have competition. Uh-huh. Like, that's the thing, is like any of like the four friends of them, I'm like, I would be okay with any of the four of them. Okay, we've probably only got a minute or two until she comes back, so let's make it count. The medical supply room is probably our best bet. If any other room in the clinic is likely to have a fire axe, it's probably the room full of chemicals. This way. He motions you down a hallway, slipping through the slightly ajar door of what you assume to be the supply room. Yes, there it is. Keys, keys. Here we go. He rushes over to the cabinet that contains a bright red axe, pulling the glass door open. Your axe. Keen eye. A splash of brown catches your eye. There's a small sprig of what almost look like furry berries with a wide 8-pronged leaf still attached to the base. I did see those. They're behind the axe over there. I did notice those. The end of the sprig is leaking sap onto the countertop. It's fresh. Now we can... Keen eye. Reese stops mid-sentence as he notices you staring at the plant. He stoops to pick it up. Does she make her own medicine? The whole... Yeah, it was behind it. Yeah, it was on... I guess it's behind the bit boss. It was on the it was on the counter. But now it's behind, it was behind the axe. I find it funny, I did a lot because I'm a completionist, but I only one caught my eye strangely. Before this chapter, I was sure I would play this game with 0 romance as you play. Okay. On the other hand, Reese seems like he's kind of starved of any sort of social attention. Can we be sure he's not just seizing on the first time he's felt human interest in him for a decade and reciprocating to desperation? Yeah. Yeah, that is... That kind of was one of the hesitations with Reese for me. It's like I think Reese is interesting, and like I still think Reese is a nice romance opportunity, but also like I feel like going to someone who's been in that isolation, I feel like we should allow him to talk with other people kind of thing. Okay, he puts it down, but not before breaking off a berry and sliding it into his pocket. I don't think she's allowed to do that. She's not a pharmacist. This room is just for storing stuff she's ordered for patients from a pharmacist in Brevard? Yeah, I was gonna say, the whole poisoning Reese thing is still a thing I'm suspicious of. To be fair, every romance option I know has crippling emotional issues. Fair. Why would she be making her own? Before you can answer, the two of you hear something in the distance and turn to listen intently. That was the door from the house. Come on, if we hurry, we can get you back downstairs. I'll run interference. Go downstairs quick. You can hear her approaching now, floorboards creaking in the hallway on the other side of the office. You follow Reese's instructions once again, starting down the basement stairs, letting the pull of the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. Okay. Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right, we did already have juice. It was just in the back of the fridge, but there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought I told you to go rest. Oh, I'm just going to chill in the morgue. I got my speakers, so if you hear some weird sounds, it's just my music. I'll be sure to put in earplugs to drown out all that industrial clanging you listen to. You know I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. It can't be good for your mental health to hang out in a refrigerator for corpses. Do you at least have a blanket this time? Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just to change the scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Okay. I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. You hear the door at the top of the stairs close, and the sound of Reese descending the stairs to join you in the fluorescent lit room below. Hey. Okay. Industrial goth music confirmed. Yep. Wall, wall, wall! Okay. Hold on, we gotta... You listen to music that sounds like a wall being broken down? Of course I do. I'm sad all the time. Glad my taste in music is finally coming in handy. It's exactly the cover we need. Stop asking questions. It's time to see what's on the other side of that wall. I was gonna say, it's gonna give us one of those that's gonna cut us off. Wall, wall, wall. Yes, we're picking that one. Wall, 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 wall. Have at it. You approach the far end of the morgue, axe practically singing through the air as you strike the wall. The first cut offers a surprising amount of resistance. There's some structure behind it. Some wood frame holding it in place, trying to stand between you and what waits for you on the other side. You stagger back from the massive hole in the wall and admire your effort. Oh. Holy shit. The splintered edge frames a dark passage seemingly cut into the side of the cliff, cold seeping from a forgotten place into an already frigid morgue. Reese coughs as he takes a better look at what lies beyond the wound in the wall. There's a whole hallway back there. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with an earthly mildew smell, like the room is slowly filling with dirt. And with the stink of the grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. You step forward. And you climb into the hole. Okay! We're climbing into holes. Yes, I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Yes, we are getting into the holes. Yep. Exactly, Jessica. Yes, perfect time for that quote, Jessica. All right. And you climb into the hole. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing rotting away for decades behind some flimsy drywall. Also, the stuff's getting louder. His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting, and you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it. I was going to say, that's a really old wheelchair. Whoa, are you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage, having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years. The planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. There it is. I was gonna say it's behind the wall there. Okay. Injured man. Enoch, I thought you weren't going to come. I was worried you'd leave me here forever. They said there's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs again. Enoch, what am I going to do? Calm down, Teddy. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. I've been doing my own research, and I found us an alternative. We won't have to worry about anything from here on out, I promise. I went to talk with the witch. A witch? But that's nonsense. It's all right. It's all sorted. We're taking you home today, and everything will be resolved by this time next week. Everything goes black. Your vision swims back into focus, and it takes a solid second or two to reorient yourself. Oh, we're in the basement. Okay. Interesting. Is my save file cursed? What happened that... This is really interesting, and this is making me want to... things I should not know? Weird? Honestly, with all the things that I'm getting that we're having that, like, I shouldn't be getting because of the way I've played, it makes me want to go back and redo it to see what I would get. Eventually should. Okay, Jessica, what did I just... It's in... Yeah, this is definitely a unique instance because of how we played it. So what did I learn that I wasn't supposed to know? What was different, I guess? Like, what part of that? The witch part, okay. It should not have been shown, okay. So does the other version just not call them a witch, then? Oh, it doesn't show that scene at all? There's 3 versions of that scene, not 2. Okay. Yeah, this is also like you're a traveler through parallel universes at the same time as solving the mystery. Yes, that's what this save file is. But one of them requires a trait. Okay, I got version 2. Okay. See, this is so interesting. This is one of the reasons I love this game, because that's... okay. So, the version, based on my choices, the version I should have gotten is I should not have seen that. It should have just skipped over. Did I get that right? Okay. Interesting. Okay, but now I want to know... I should have gotten version 1, but I got version 2. Okay. There's the base one, then there's the one if you have a trait or make a choice, and the third one is if you have the trait and make a choice. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so the game thought I had made a choice, but I didn't make that choice, so it still gave me version 2. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Wasn't there... What is it a choice in this episode? Or would it have been a choice in a previous episode? This game, like, just the complexity of this. Version 3 has even more info. Okay. Interesting. I'm kind of just trying to figure it out too, because, like, obviously we saw it. So, like, do we pretend we didn't, or do we still keep that in mind? I was gonna say, my episode 1 and episode 2 choices have gotten very funky with this save. We also found that Beau... I told Beau where Duke's body was, and Beau still wasn't able to find the body, even though I did tell him in the previous episodes where the body was. So that's also another thing that's happened. I did the thing twice. Wait, okay. It was a bug in the past. Okay, Jessica, what's the thing? Now I need to know what the thing is. What did I not do, or what did I do that... What's the thing? I drank the tea twice. See, that's the thing that's so wild with this game, is like little itty bitty tiny choices like that you don't think are big choices are choices that affect things. Like choosing to drink the tea twice. That is the thing that is wild. Oh, because I chose to drink the tea in the diner with Avery. I think just drinking the tea gets you the witch, but now I'm curious if I'm wrong. Check the script file. Okay. Checking. Yeah, I was going to say, checking will not help much because this save file is cursed. Yes. For anyone watching this in the future, this save file is unique because I have only played each episode, like, as I've played each episode as they've released. Pretty soon after the release of each episode. The longest between things is this episode 4. It came out like over a month ago, and I'm just playing it now, but I'm playing them as they're released, and I'm using the same save file. So there's some things that are a little buggy. Oh, to see what she was supposed to, or if it's a curse bug. Okay. Yeah, I have things that got patched out, like flirting with characters without having the hot trait in earlier episodes. Okay. So just to keep my brain straight, it's possible that I wasn't supposed to see that scene, is what we concluded. Yeah? Okay. You're in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. Hey, I was worried you slipped into a coma or something. You tore down a wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving, and collapsed. I think you might have had some kind of seizure. Are you okay? Okay. Wait, nothing spooky happened? The mountain did collapse on us? No ghosts? No, nothing. You just fell down, twitched a little, and when you seemed stable, I carried you back here. That was a few hours ago. We can just keep should we just keep flirting with Reese? I saw the version I was supposed to see. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Y'all, should we keep flirting with Reese? Or should we say, like, there's maybe there's something spooky going on and we just haven't realized? Okay, I'm gonna flirt with Reese. Wish I'd been awake while you carried me. I could always put on a repeat performance if that's the sort of thing you like. Your game, your choice. Yep. I guess so. Okay, the script checks if you've done Thursday tea or have the trait, and if so, plays the scene. Then it checks if you have both, and it plays the additional part. And if you have neither, it plays the short version. Okay. Okay, does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? No, I snuck you back into the house while she was busy in the medical storage room. Figured you wouldn't want to come to in the morgue. Okay, fair. I had a vision. Like a hallucination? I have those sometimes too. Used to have them a lot as a teen. Always just weird little things, like my hands would look wrong, or my neck would seem too long, or the room would feel smaller. No, like we like legit saw stuff. Whatever these visions are, they're making me very suspicious of my family. That's probably a good thing, right? The Scarlets have always seemed like one of those old money families with a ton of secrets. And that estate up on the hill, seems like the kind of place that's seen at least one murder. Fair! Maybe you should try to stay away from that place. Okay. Still missing in the stone. Here finally stopped yelling at me. I'm actually gonna do this one. So what now? We might be stuck down here for a little bit. The dock is on the warpath up there. I refuse to take my medicine, and she's not happy about it. But after I looked this up, there's no way... There was no way I was going to take anything she gave me. She's been poisoning me for years. We called it! Also, now that Reese moved over, seeing the art on the wall. Yeah, what did he find out that thing was? I've been thinking about what you said at dinner last night, and I don't see any other possibility. It's only been a day since I stopped taking my pills, and I feel great. I went ahead and blocked my door so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait her out. We called it! We called it! Because we had... Before the dinner scene, we had a conversation about, you know, like parents poisoning their kids. And then there was the dialogue option to bring it up at dinner. And it was like, no, we've already had this discussion. We had this discussion of the parents poisoning kids. And my other connection to it was like, Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses. It's totally like that same kind of thing, except it's... I don't remember what the relationship, I think it's their aunt or something like that, comes and poisons their dad. Okay. I don't get why your mom would... no, we're gonna do this one. You blocked your door? Of course I did. Put a chair in front of it. It never failed me before. We don't need her coming down here to finish me off or whatever it is she might do now that I know what her treatment plan has been all these years. Heck yeah, sleepover! Don't think you're actually acting rationally? I mean, I think he's okay for the moment. They're holding me hostage, semi-prisoner. No. Good. That gives us time to figure out a game plan. Exactly. I think we should treat her like a legitimate threat. I have these weird memories. I always assumed they were dreams or hallucinations because they didn't fit the way I thought of her. But I think she's used why can't I words that word? Tranquilizers on me. Other times that I've gotten too unruly for her. I don't know how much of these memories I can trust, but I'm starting to think I should believe my instincts when it comes to the lengths she's willing to go to keep me under her control. I don't know if you'd be safe either. I'd never forgive myself if she did something to you because I wasn't careful enough. We'll wait until she's asleep. Then we can at least get out of the basement and we can figure out what to do from there. Interesting. Yeah, so whatever she's been given him is making it so, like, you know, obviously eating has been a thing that's been difficult. And she was very, very clear at dinner at the fact that it preps all his food and everything. So, oh boy. Okay. You know what? Let's explore this one. I don't know why your mom would poison you, though. I don't know. But the internet says this is castor bean. It's used to make... Ricin? A super deadly poison that causes some of my exact symptoms. And death, usually. The thing I can't figure out is whether she's been trying to kill me slowly or if she just likes keeping me sick enough to be dependent on her. Either way, I think I ever had an illness. I think the illness was me growing up and becoming less easy to control. She sure found a cure for that. Okay. Wrong. I mean... Okay, interesting. I know we talked a little bit about how, like, it was putting the order of things for stuff, but it's interesting to see and explore down at the bottom. With your evidence, you should be able to go to the cops. Maybe not the local cops, but a cop. A cops? Nah. How do I actually, however you say it, is really bad. How are you not dead? I don't know. Maybe it's low enough doses, or maybe I developed tolerance. But I think the fact that I feel more and more alive by the minute is enough proof that she's keeping me sick. I don't even need solid evidence. But also, you probably got some adrenaline going too, so that probably is helping. Okay. Okay, we need to get you out of here. Who knows what she'll do when she finds out what you know? Where would we go? The only person I know who has a car is Kanika, and she's not answering her phone. I don't know anyone else. I don't have any other family to go to. I never even finished high school. When I get out of this house, I don't know how I can make sure I don't wind up right back down here. Yeah, so apparently this mother decided a unruly teenager to control them, she would poison them, because that's a logical choice. You know, if you take a urine test and find drugs, it's not solid evidence, it's liquid. Yeah, yes, technically correct, NLA. The best kind of correct. Okay, you can stay with me if you want, at least until you get on your feet. Do you live in an internet cafe, though? So, oh, I totally forgot. I forgot about that. I forgot that is what we told Stella. I totally forgot that that's what the option we picked for that. See? Consequences of our tiny choices in episode 1 are coming back. I don't even remember what the other options were. I don't remember what the other options were for living conditions. Okay, I do live in an internet cafe though, so keep your expectations low. That's okay. It's still probably better than here. And who knows, if I manage to get a job, maybe we could find a new place together. Sorry if I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just excited. You have no idea how much this offer means to me. Are we unintentionally romancing Reese now? Possibly. I'm kind of okay with this. I guess, yeah. I'm kind of okay with this. It's one of those things like I want to romance Stella, but we don't know where Stella is, so we haven't got to see her or Gretchen all episode. Gretchen is sad now. I know. I need to do like 4 playthroughs of this game so I can romance Reese and Stella and Kanika and Avery. It's fine. I mean, there was opportunities to flirt, and it's not like we're in a committed relationship right now. So, what about Oscar, Dr. Kelly, and Wayne? I haven't felt drawn to romance on any of them. I was gonna say, also, Dr. Kelly is Jessica's. I don't know, Jessica. Are you sure you want to be romancing someone who's poisoning their kid? Yes. Okay. Okay, he smiles, his eyes distant as he imagines the possibility of such a life, undoubtedly for the first time. But I guess we still got to pass some time before we can get out of here. A distraction seems like a good idea, or as you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. Maybe it's the lack of poison in my system for the first time in years, or the fact that my whole perception of reality has been turned on its head. Probably a combo. It doesn't feel awful, to be honest. There's a flirt option. There's another flirt option. The voice but doesn't attract you at all. Fine. This is the problem with playing games and being bi, and there's good romance options. This is the problem, is bi panic. It's fine. Yeah, you have more problems with me. Yes, this is the problem. This is the problem with having lots of good romance options and being bi. But I feel like it's not it's a problem, but not necessarily a bad problem. Romance them all. Yes. Get Stella and Tab. No, Stella deserves better. Stella deserves way better. Goes it just, we can still flirt with Stella and go with Stella later. Like, it's not like we're committing. We're probably committing too much, aren't we? We're not in an official relationship. But him drawing me might be the line of, like, we're committed. Y'all, this is not the discussions of what I thought I was going to be contemplating while going through the rest of this episode. Don't you badmouth my bestie Tabby. Okay, you have to keep in mind that Tabby hasn't been nice to me, and I have seen the nice side of Tabby through Jessica's playthrough a bit of stuff, but I have not seen any of Tabby being nice or sweet or anything on my end for my playthrough, so I have avoided Tabby in this playthrough a lot. So, also, on that note, do follow Jessica. Do the thing. Do the thing. Your French girls, exactly. Yeah, that's true. It's like, in perspective from my playthrough, we've been very distant with Tabby. Okay. What if your mom doesn't fall asleep? She'll fall asleep eventually. I want to click the flirt option, but I still want to romance Stella, so I'm torn. Is the complexity involved? You gotta work to see past the surface, but it's worth it. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, like Tabby, I've definitely seen in other, other save files, other playthrough things of like her opening it up and stuff. Like, okay. I'm doing it. I'm clicking on this. I'm clicking on this. You could always draw me. The music just stops. Oh, great. Hi, Plub. You've come in a great moment. It's great. We're romancing people. Just a portrait, not a French girl. Yeah. If you're sure you're okay with sitting for a portrait, I'd love to draw you. There's a quality to drawing that's almost like catching memories. As happy as that probably sounds, but this can be a sort of snapshot of the night my life turned around. It's definitely a memory worth holding on to. I'll get you a chair. He excitedly hurries across the room, pulling up a couple chairs. You can see the difference in his energy now that he hasn't had his daily dose of poison. He's more talkative, less slouched. His long limbs no longer, perpetually. Why did my brain could not words that word for a second? Tucked in at his sides. May I touch your face? Totally missed opportunity. We're just gonna do the sure and blush. He places a gentle hand on your jaw, tilting your head slightly to the side. His hands are warm now. The corpse-like coldness is gone, replaced by a lively heat that stays on your cheek even once he pulls away his hand. Perfect. He pauses for a moment, his eyes locked with yours, a palpable tension filling the room. Right. Let him start drawing. Okay. Thanks for doing this. You have no idea how long it's been since I was able to have somebody sit for me. I think it's been since high school, probably. He starts sketching. The scraping of the graphite is quick and controlled, long lines sweeping across the paper. He pauses for a brief moment, glancing away in thought. I'd wanted to draw you since we met yesterday. You have such a striking bone structure. It makes for a truly unique face. I hope I can capture it. He glances up at you every couple of seconds, the pencil still moving as he focuses his intense gaze on you. This is so much easier than usual. Sometimes getting the basic forms down can feel like pushing through mud, but this is like breathing. It's just flowing out. He continues scratching out your portrait, the sound of pencil and paper louder and bolder as his strokes gain confidence. I just can't believe I let this go on for so long, that I never questioned her. That I so readily accepted the lines she gave me about my years being numbered and my illness being some bizarre mystery genetic thing that no other doctors could solve. I know it's hard to see when you're in the thick of it, but I was just so naive, and who knows what lasting damage she managed to do to me. You realize it isn't confidence that's deepening the lines on the paper, it's anger, frustration. Okay. Yeah, you can romance Stella, Kanika, Avery, Reese, Oscar, Wayne, Dr. Kelly, and Sybil. Which some of them are, I don't know which ones, but some of them are only if you're old. So if you end up choosing the option and end up being old, then more other options open up. Okay, Does old mean if you give years of your life to the creature in the basement in episode 3, it ages you, apparently. Yeah. We did not do that, so we are not old. You magically age 10 years. Okay. Because how old? Does it say how old we are in this? Do we actually have an age of how old we actually... No? Okay. In our 20s? I was like, I kind of just estimated that we're in our 20s-ish. Oh, listen. I guess older would be the word for it. Yes, Annalie, you're so old. Gosh. No, you're all good. Because it's one of those... Because the guesstimate would be because Kanika was going for college, but then didn't. So we're mid-20s-ish, something like that. You're fine, Annalie. Age is just a number. It's 2 years younger than Tabby. Okay. It definitely has been a thing that, with our talk with Sybil, it was clear that Tabby was born before us, so Tabby is older. Okay. I feel this. You don't have to focus on what could have been. You have a new future ahead of you. I feel this. I feel this. It's something I remind myself too of, like, not getting stuck in a thought loophole of like, well, if I had known I had ADHD at that point, I maybe could have done this instead or that. It's a loophole to fall down. It is a pit to fall down. So I get this. I get this. We're going to click on this one. You don't have to focus on what could have been. You have a new future ahead of you. I don't know that for sure, though. And I'm not sure I'm out of danger yet, either. I'm still down here. The pencil snaps. Oh no, I'm sorry. I must be acting strange. I feel strange. Do my nails look longer to you? There's a knock on the window. Hi, Wayne. Tap girl, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. That voice. I know that voice. Is that who's been following you around? I was going to say Wayne was outside. Without another word, Wayne starts pounding on the window. Good luck, freak. That glass is shatterproof. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get you out of this house, you won't be safe. Or I won't be safe. You won't be safe. Yeah, for school production. Yeah, same room, just different grades. Yeah. Why did he call you that thing? Because he's some kind of monster and he wants me dead. Can't you feel that? The murderous intent is practically oozing out of him. But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in fear from the people who want to hurt me. I can protect us both, Top Girl. The window shatters. This is great moment to be like, hey, remember this is a horror game. As Reese tears at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases, his ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Why does Reese have a tail? Wayne, grab my hand, I'll pull you out. Leave us alone. In a surge of violence, the change that has been brewing inside Reese finally comes. As it manifests, the broken basement window is sealed off, and Wayne along with it. So is mom poisoning him? Was that to keep him in not in human form? Yeah! Okay! Just a little bit fun. Okay, so maybe we're not romancing Reese anymore. There was flirt options. They were there. This is fine. I feel like we have to. I feel like we have to run, right? There's no good reason to stay here right now. Because you know. Okay, fair. We gotta run for the stairs. Run for the stairs. You've seen enough to know you need to leave. You've run up the stairs. Oh, it was also... He did block it, so we're gonna have to move the chair. Yeah, the door is blocked by a chair. Oh! Oh! Hi! Then it's blocked by something else, too. Y'all, which one would you do? 1 for tear through them, 2 for run back down the stairs. Sparkles 3 is not an option. 1? I guess in terms of her choices, like, those look like just like ditchling maybe things. Yeah, I guess so. Try and tear through them. You toss the chair out of the way and do your best to tear through the substance covering the door. It reforms or regenerates too quickly for you to claw your way through. You okay? Do you enjoy your boyfriend's true form? Not as much. Defeated, you turn back to the basement. The remainder of Reese's paintings await their artist's command. Oh, it's Reese saying that. Okay, it threw me off for a second. It says it's Reese, but that's Wayne's text. Like, Wayne's the one who usually talks in that. Okay, it's okay. Stay right there. I can take care of this. Then she won't be able to hurt anyone anymore. I'll be right back. Silent reading in shock. He's a monster now, so the text changed. That makes sense. So this is it's not Wayne's specific text. It's like, because Wayne's the only one I think we've seen use this text so far. And even that, I don't think... I need to go back and look at it. I don't think Wayne had this text originally. I think this was something that was changed, because I don't think Wayne had this text when I played the earlier episodes. Like, at some point it changed. I don't remember which episode it changed in, though. Not Wayne specific. Okay. Yeah, implemented it at some point. Yeah, because I remember seeing it. Because I think the first time I saw it was when we went through the recap, maybe for episode 3. Because when it was Wayne just standing next to the crates at the mines or something like that, that was when the text was different, is what I'm remembering. All right, Reese storms up the stairs, leaving you with his smears. Call Tabitha for help? No! Oh, but we don't know where Stella is, and Kanika's not answering because she was probably asleep. What? Do we not have Avery's number? We don't have Avery's number. Y'all, do we call Tabby? I know, Jessica. That's why I'm like, everything has consequences. We've been seeing that, like seeing stuff from episode 1 coming up now. That's what I'm trying to think, is like, I'm torn between that, because you're not sure who to help. Best follow Reese and see how things play out. I'm really torn. Or the doc would... I know, I'm like, good thing we're not... This isn't Until Dawn. We don't have to panic, make choices. Yeah, but Tabitha, like, pretty much threatened to murder us today. So I'm kind of like, as much as, like, the doctor's been an asshole, like, I understand now why she was doing that, if that was keeping him in human form. That is true. This is the episode that's got like 5 different endings to it, doesn't it? I would say, as much as I think it makes more sense to maybe call for Tabitha to help, to have someone else outside of this, we do technically have Wayne still outside. Wayne knows we're here. No, she has come and saved us. But, like, based on our interactions with Tabby today, in the moment, well, here, in the moment here, we can try to warn Dr. Kelly. Because we're here now. The immediate thing we could do is try to save Dr. Kelly, because we're the one that's in the house. Because the reason I would call Tabby right now would be to get someone else here, but Wayne knows we're here. And as much as I don't really necessarily trust Wayne, Wayne got us out of the basement in episode 3. Wayne got us out. So there is that. As creepy as Wayne is, Wayne has been helping us. Okay, here's my reason I'm gonna pick Dr. Kelly. We're here now. We can try to warn her. If anyone knows what's going on with Reese and knows more information about Reese and what's going on, it's going to be her. Because if Reese gets to the doctor, then we're left with no answers, because she's the one who knows everything about Reese. Yeah, these are explore options, but we've been cut off multiple times tonight with stuff, so I'm like, we've been cut off enough times of not getting to do all the explore options. Order matters. I was gonna say is like we could try to call Tabby and then warn the doctor, because they are explore options. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go back and forth on this for a couple minutes. I'm gonna get up. I haven't done a wiggle break. I should do a wiggle. Contemplate things. Hold on. Can I okay, that doesn't shush anything. So y'all, I'm sorry I'm leaving you with creepy music. Sorry, I'm leaving you with creepy music, but I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna wiggle. I'm gonna contemplate. Okay?